Hello everyone, my name is Brian Bourgeon and welcome back to another long-awaited video. I know I've been gone for a while, but I want to make my return. In today's video I want to talk about the Cracker State 400 done in Atlanta Superspeedway. In my opinion, one of the best tracks right now in NASCAR. In that race it had an amazing amount of drama, an amazing amount of racing, just an incredible amount of storylines, and a very memorable finish. The race was amazing. 260 laps of pure amazing racing, pure racing that we used to see in the 90s, really. In 90s type super speed racing, you used to see a lot of that. It provided some of the best racing we'll see all year, and in my opinion, one of the best races of the whole year. It was amazing. It was amazing. From slingshot passing to cars on the edge to driver mistakes to being able to make your moves, time your moves, block, make big runs, big passes, dive bombs, everything you wanted in a race, it had it in a super speeder race to be exact. And also with the in-season tournament, it also had a bit of a surprise element. You know, drivers fighting for positions, fighting for points, all of that. It was very, very thrilling to watch as well. The racing itself was perfect in my opinion for super speeder racing, and I want to talk about why it should be the main element of super speeder racing. For super speeder racing, I'd love it more to be for what we saw in Atlanta, where you can make moves, not be stuck in a too wide gridlock, not be just fuel saving all the time every lap, just flat out racing where you can make moves, be able to move your car, make passes on everyone. And it would provide, honestly, some of the most fun racing, week in, week out, for super speeder racing. Like the type of racing we saw in Atlanta that night, it should be the racing we see in Daytona, in Talladega, everywhere. It should be the racing we should see for super speeder racing. And if NASCAR wants to remodel a racetrack to turn into a super speedway eventually, for example, like what they should do with Texas Motor Speedway, they should make it in basically what Atlanta is right now, and let the pavement, age, and it would provide some of the best racing Texas would have seen in years, or since 2014, around there. It really should be, the main consensus of super speed racing right now, because it's everything. Atlanta was everything that NASCAR should be right now, where cars are fast, they can make moves, drivers can do whatever they want, really, given the situation in the car. Everything about that is what NASCAR should be. It's everything. It was the NASCAR we grew up with, with the cars being able to make moves, make passes, everything. It's what the sport should be. And Atlanta was essentially old school NASCAR done in a modern way, I'd like to say, where, the cars could actually be ruthless cars, and the drivers could make moves at their will. And then honestly, again, provide one of the best racing you'll see all year, with a thrilling final 30 laps after a restart. It provided great racing where drivers could make moves, do so many things. It was amazing. It provided with a great finish where Chase Elliott, the Georgia native guy, won. And a last lap pass on Brad Keselowski. It was a very thrilling move, and it's exactly what NASCAR should be. You can get a run on someone with a push from the back. In super speed racing, you can make a move and then be able to stick, and with no dirty air to hinder. Like, that's perfect. That's absolutely perfect. And throughout the racing was amazing, really. You had three wide racing, lots of passes, so many things that, is what you want to see in super speed racing nowadays in NASCAR. That it's the peak. It's the peak of what the sport should be for super speed racing. And again, in my opinion, it's one of my favorite races of the year, and it's, in my opinion, why we should, have Atlanta be like a blueprint for what the super speed races should be in the future. Like Atlanta, drivers being able to make moves, cars being ruthless, and lots of passing, lots of passing, and it can shape up an amazing finish and be an amazing race throughout. Absolutely, in my opinion, absolutely. And yeah, that's what I want to talk about today. I know it's not maybe the longest, but it'd be kind of a return to form for my channel, bring it back, talk about NASCAR, talk about the sports I love, any certain races that I want to touch upon, I'd love to talk about, go in depth about it, those are the things I want to, talk about. But in short, Atlanta was the best race of the year in my opinion, and it should absolutely be a blueprint for how NASCAR should be able to set super speed races up in the future with the car they currently have, and how they can, make other tracks if they want to remodel them according to Atlanta be like. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you all have a great day.